How's it going, guys? It's Doc. Trump just wrecked Bitcoin and the traditional stock market. We're going to talk about that in this video. Plus, I'm going to tell you why I think he's doing this, because I do think there's some motives behind it. And more importantly, how should you navigate that? We're going to talk about all of this in this video. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. All right, it's early-ish Friday, in between seeing patients at clinic, and wanted to give you guys an update on this. So Trump just tweeted, X'd, posted, Truth Socialed, whatever you want to call it, that he thinks that the EU, the entire European Union, should be hit with 50% tariffs starting June 1st, which is about a week away. He's saying that trade negotiations really haven't been going that well. There hasn't been a whole lot of progress made. And he specifically said the way that we will combat this is by slapping a 50% tariff on this. And it goes without saying, all of this market chaos, uncertainty, shenanigans, both in Bitcoin and the stock market, has been going on because of this tariff talk, right? It wasn't long ago that we had over 100% tariffs on China and a bunch of other countries as well, until we announced two separate 90-day pauses. So the interesting thing is, in this language that Trump talks about in this tweet or post or whatever, is he says he's suggesting, right? So he didn't say, hey, it's gonna happen. He just said, like, he's suggesting. And the whole stock market's down because of this. Nvidia, Tesla, a couple of ETFs that I really like. In particular, I really like the TSLL ETF. It's a 2x leveraged on Tesla. And then FNGB, it's a 3x ETF on a basket of 10 different stocks. It includes Nvidia, Apple, Google, Tesla, Netflix, whatever. Nonetheless, the market's down, right? Bitcoin's down as well. I think this morning at one point we hit $108,000, and it's just causing some uncertainty. Now, I think probably the better question is why? Why is he doing this? And we're going to talk about how you can navigate this. But if you're getting any value out of this, hit the like button, comment down below. And if you're interested in trading, I have my BTCC link down below as well. Also, free Discord link as well. I hate self-promotion, but there's a bunch of cool links. Check it out. Okay, why do I think he's doing this? I'll tell you exactly why I think he's doing this. The 20-year bond or treasury bond auctions were a disaster 2 or 3 days ago. The demand for these bond products really have been poor. And you might ask yourself, well, Doc, why do the bond rates keep going up? Well, the bond rates keep going up because if there's less demand for these bonds, right, less people want to invest in the US's debt. I'll say that again, but a little bit differently. Fewer people have less and less confidence in the US, and specifically our debt, because we're over $37 trillion in debt, and we're expected to add, I think the last estimate that I heard was add $20 trillion in debt over the next decade. So there's less confidence in US bonds. And because of that, they need to make these bonds more appealing. So that's why they're increasing the rate. And in particular, what I think Trump, Scott Bessent, and the whole administration is really concerned about is specifically the 10-year bond rate, okay? The 10-year bond rate. And the reason that I say that is because the 10-year rate is the rate at which credit card interest rate is pegged to, auto loans, home loans, and we all know, like, the housing market's not great right now. Interest rates are back above 7% to get a home, and there's rumors that it's going to get close to 8, right? And I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts on how the Fed is going to control this in a second. But nonetheless, more expensive debt means obviously less growth, right? Like less people are going out and buying things, less people are leaving their jobs because they're like, hey, I don't know what the market's going to look like in the next couple of months. Also, travel's down, right? So the Bitcoin conference is in Las Vegas next week. If you're going to be there, let me know. But travel, and I'm just using it Las Vegas as an example. I lived there for 10 years. I love Las Vegas. Travel's down to Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas is obviously a destination location, right? A lot of people travel there, and travel's down there. And I suspect travel's down amongst a lot of different large metropolitan areas. So what is Trump doing, and why is he doing it? Well, the more that he spooks tariffs, what that's going to do, it's going to bring the bond rates down. And think about it. He's creating uncertainty with these tweets. And I'm also trying to stay apolitical, right? This is just I'm trying to be as objective as possible. But if he creates uncertainty, that makes bonds more appealing, right? Because it's a guaranteed yield. So if more people go to bonds, it's simple supply and demand. If more people want to buy these bonds, the US can offer a lower rate, and that helps consumer confidence. That helps more people, or entices more people to take out auto loans, buy houses, because interest is cheaper, right? Think about it. Back in COVID, when interest rates were 2 or 3%, the housing market was wild because the monthly payment on a lot of houses and cars were really cheap, even if you were paying a premium. So I really think that is why some of this tariff shenanigans is happening. Plus, also keep in mind, he's saying that he's suggesting, it's not necessarily happening. This is all in the setting of new highs for Bitcoin, right? New highs for Bitcoin. We're at 108. We came back to 109. Guys, a week ago, we would have loved to have been here. 2 weeks ago, we were like, oh my gosh, are we going to get back above $100,000? The fact that we're still in the high hundreds is super, super reassuring to me, right? I really believe that. Now, Bitcoin dominance is still stupid high, around 64-ish%. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. I believe we're a tick above 64% right now. What's going to change that? Because ultimately, I know you're holding alts. I know you're watching this because you're holding alts. I'm holding alts as well. We need a fundamental change to get Bitcoin dominance to fall, and that's going to spark altcoin season. And really what I think it's going to be is when QT stops. Now, I always thought this was super clear, but I hear some people talking on Twitter and different Discord groups like, oh, we don't need QE to start. We just need QT to stop. Yeah, duh. QE, quantitative easing, that's not happening anytime soon, right? The Fed chair Powell, he said they're not going to start QE until interest rates are at 0. And we're nowhere near that because right now we're at 4.25 to 4.5. So I know there's all this talk about stealth QE. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily buy it because the Fed balance sheet isn't going back up. It hasn't spiked back up. So that's kind of what I'm watching right now. How am I navigating this? I'm continuing to buy altcoins that I truly believe in, right? I'm still trying to be conservative. I'm trying to have a cash position. I'm actually pretty happy with my cash position right now. So I just continue to DCA into projects that I really, really like. And you guys know the projects that I like if you follow the channel. If you want more thoughts on what projects I like, Discord is going to be down below. The link, we have nothing to sell you. It's a completely free Discord. We're trying to build a group of like-minded people to help you navigate this. Also, if you want some leverage trading, my BTCC link is going to be down below. Bitcoin conference next week. If you're going to be there, let me know down below in the comments. And if you want a sneak peek at a brand new AI project that's launching within a week or so, get down in the Discord, check it out, and I'll see you guys on my next video.